Hey guys, just a quick video. We've just received the new patch updates for Season 1. We're not really going to go through the multiplayer, we're just going to go straight to the zombies content. That's what we're really here for, let's be honest. So we're going to have a quick look through these, see what they've updated, see what they've nerfed. Hopefully most of these are for the better, not the worse. But let's have a look, shall we? So Season 1 content for zombies. Story, act, and mission. Act 4 and a new story mission are immediately available for all players at the start of Season 1. Nice. A massive gateway has appeared in the exclusion zone. Investigate the area and engage in new endgame content. Okay, so it's going to be similar to previous missions, act missions, where you have to go in to a separate area like the end stories for act mission 1, 2, 3, and you'll get an added timer, probably like 30 minutes again. I'm interested to see this. I reckon this is going to be good. Dark Ether Rifts. Dark Ether Rifts bring rewards to those who have braved the challenges. These otherworldly labyrinths are located inside the Dark Ether, where players and their squads have a limited time to complete a series of increasingly chaotic objectives to earn exceptional rewards. Find sigils to enter the Dark Ether Rifts and face new levels of challenges. Okay, so I've heard something about this. You basically could go in the first time for free, like a free pass almost. But once you've completed it the first time, you have to find these sigils to get back in to this Dark Ether. Now, I don't know how you find these. I've heard some rumors that you go into the tier 3 zone and complete challenges. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. I'm sure we will find out. Dark Ether Rifts are unlocked by solving a hidden quest, which activates after completing the new Season 1 story mission. Oh, okay, so is that going to be like an Easter egg kind of hidden mission? Is that what they're referring to? I hope so. Wonder Weapon VR11. The VR11 has been added into the Modern Warfare Zombies. Shoot the zombies to transform them into humans. Cool. Or blast humans to mutate them into friendly zombies. Okay, so basically brain rot zombies. Players receive a buff when shot. VR11 has been added to the mystery box in Modern Warfare Zombies, and weapon cases are now available via loot. I like the way they're adding some weapons. I feel like the VR11 was a very random one to add still. I still don't get the point of it, but I'll take anything extra. Acquisitions and schematics. Okay, so we're getting into the good stuff now. New acquisitions that have been added. The dog bone. Consume the dog bone to summon the strongest friendly hellhound companion. Pet hellhound will follow you and attack nearby threats until its health runs out. Okay, so basically like the dog houses that we've currently got on the map, but you can bring it in straight away. I like the idea of that. That's good. Golden armor plate. Consuming the new golden armor plate replaces the armor carrier with plates that automatically repair over time, in addition to providing the user additional damage resistances. I can't tell you how good this is going to be in the tier 3 zones. When you're running around and you've completely run out of plates and you don't have time to plate up anyway, this is going to come in so handy. And last but not least, the Ether Blade. The Ether Blade is a special throwing knife with an infinite ammo and a boomerang-like combat style. After striking an enemy, the Ether Blade locates the next nearest enemy to hit before returning to its operator. I cannot wait to use this thing. I'm assuming all these are going to probably be acquired through tier 3 contracts. I haven't seen otherwise yet, but that's how I imagine it would be. Urdzix maps have various visual map fixes, which is always a good thing. And we move straight onto weapons, which is nice and easy. Wonder weapons. The Scorcher. The Scorcher's launch ability will automatically fire when a player reaches their maximum charge under low ammo conditions. I like that idea. That's good. You run out of ammo, it gets you out of there. That's good. DG58 addressed an issue that prevented cameras from applying. That's always good. And weapon cases. All weapon cases closed a duplication exploit. There are going to be some people that aren't happy about that, but that is fair enough. I get why they did it. Missions. Hostile takeover. Addressed an issue that prevented some safes from progressing the mission. Adjusted the description of the mission in the mission select menu to state that green wants players to hit terminus instead of deadbolt. I never even noticed that, to be honest. Mercenaries killed from long distance inside merc camps will now progress the mission. Nice. The mission now requires players to shock 5 separate zombies instead of special zombies. Or 1 zombie, sorry. Which I thought was the case anyway, but maybe I was wrong. And Storm the Castle, the required mission item will always drop when the Warlord is killed. Now this is such a big fix, because when I had to do this, I had to do it 4 times, and that was painful enough. Okay, onto some more juicy stuff. The gameplay. Contracts. Defend the ground station. Address an issue that prevented the timer for the Defend ground station contract from appearing. Players previously completed the same contract in a single session. Mercenaries will now continue to fight players after completing the Defend the ground station. I agree with that, because that makes it more realistic. I hate the fact that when you complete a mission, some of the zombies or mercs just disappear. Like, it's not realistic. I get like where sometimes it kills them, but when they just disappear, it's just not interesting. Bounty target. HTVs lured away from their original spawn location in an attempt to exploit their behavior will now return faster to their spawns and heal more. See, that's a 50-50 for me because I like to take them away to use turrets, especially in the third tier zone. But if people are just exploiting it, then fair enough. Outlast and raid weapon stashes. Enemies no longer spawn if players are not progressing contracts. There are going to be a lot of people that are not going to like that because they just like to farm XP. Spore control adjusted spores to prevent them from spawning on a player, resulting in an instant death. I haven't experienced that, but imagine picking up a contract and then being killed by a massive egg. That would annoy me too. Acquisitions. A general address an issue where players can store more acquisitions in the stash. I hope that hasn't affected me because I definitely have about 19 items in my stash right now. Hopefully that does not affect me and get rid of most of them. Ether tools address an issue that prevented ether tools from applying if a player was driving in a vehicle, and say with ammo mods. I didn't realize that was a thing, but it shows how observant I am. Okay, we're on to the perks next. Tombstone Soda address an issue where the tombstone could spawn under the map. That's always good. Address an issue where the tombstones could spawn in the center of the map instead of where the player died. That's also good. Address an issue where sometimes the player would not obtain their essence. That's also good. And close various duplication exploits with Tombstone Soda. Again, some people are not going to like that, but it makes sense for the game. And for ammo mods, the brain rot players will now receive essence when a brain rotted zombie kills other zombies. I like that. That's a good addition. Exfil. Okay, this is where it gets interesting for me. Please be good. On launch, more formidable enemies have been added to the exfil experience in all zones. I like that. Does that mean that there's going to be like manglers and mimics and stuff? Because I like the idea of that. Address the rare issue that prevented the hilltop exfil from landing. I've experienced that and it was on the last zone and it is such a pain. So I'm glad they fixed that as well. And in-season fixes. So this hasn't happened yet, but all exfils will increase the number of enemies spawned, with the final exfil receiving a significant boost to enemy count and enemy types. This is massive. I want it to be exactly like it was when we first had the exfils. It was amazing. And if you have mimics in there and manglers and stuff, it's going to make it even better. It's going to make it challenging, which is what we want. This is a massive dub when it does come out. Ammo caches will now always fully refill applicable player ammo reserves. That's amazing. That's good. Because at the moment we only get about half, I think. Address an issue that allowed players to die instantly if they ran and slid into a doghouse. I haven't tried it, but I have seen that happen to players. They'll also be not able to hide inside the doghouse. They probably just block the doghouse off so you can't get in to prevent that previous issue. And address an issue where players selected operator skins would change upon entering a vehicle. That's happened to me a couple of times, so I'm glad they fixed that. So now for the zombies. The Disciple. Address multiple issues that allow disciples to behave erratically, such as becoming stuck high in the air or on objects. I've had that before. Sometimes it's good because they just get stuck in like a wall and you can just shoot them. Other times they're just pacing back and forth and you can't kill them. So that's probably for the best. And address an issue with the Stormcaller that allowed the Stormcaller to die instantly from the Bloodburner's Ether Pulse. No, they nerfed that. I don't think they should have nerfed that, man, because the Bloodburner is such a rare vehicle. You hardly ever see it. So I feel like if you do get it, you should have the luxury of killing the Stormcaller in one shot. I don't know. I feel like that's an L on Treyarch's side there. This one here, this is where I am not a big fan of from what I've seen. The experimental gas grenade I'm not too bothered about. Damage against ether worms have been reduced. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. But the tactical equipment, decoy grenades. Now this is a massive L in my opinion for Treyarch. They've reduced the number of decoy grenades that can be stacked or equipped from 3 to 2, and also reduced the decoy grenade duration from 8 to 6 seconds. Now, to me, this is a massive L. The decoy grenades were good. They weren't overpowered. They were just good. They were useful. They did what they needed to do. And I feel like we're just getting punished for something being good. So, in my opinion, that's a massive L, but what can we do? Kill streaks. The Juggernaut addressed an issue where players could destroy an exfil helicopter by calling in a Juggernaut. I get why. It was funny as a troll, but also very annoying, so I understand why. And sentry turrets can no longer kill players when placing down a sentry turret. That's a very good reason. That's a very good fix. And then the UI, player health and stamina are now represented by dynamic bars. I've seen that. It looks good. Address an issue to prevent pings on looted items in caches from disappearing automatically. That's good. Address an issue where players who attempted to equip a mission reward in the gear tab would sometimes equip the wrong item. Address an issue where objective titles would occasionally not display while loading into a match. Audio, just one for battle chatter. Friendly fire operator chatter will now play less frequently, which is good because it constantly spams when we're playing at the moment. My only wish was that they also nerfed Barrera's speech because, oh my god, that is so annoying. The amount of times I've heard, oh, this is Mr. January on the calendar. We need to kill him. Oh, go away. And last but not least, stability. Adjustments have been made to better ensure players keep their loadout and rucksack inventory if they do not successfully deploy into a match. That is a massive dub. Added various crash and stability fixes. Well, I streamed literally half an hour ago, and this is how my last game went. Oh no, my game just crashed. Zombies, everybody! They literally just put a patch out saying how they fixed the crashes, and yet here I am. My game's crashed. So they might have added various crash and stability fixes, but it's still not 100% perfect. But either way, that is all the patch notes for the Season 1 update. The thing I'm most looking forward to is definitely the exfils coming back to normal. I cannot wait for that to be added back in, and I hope it's sooner than later. I beg it sooner than later. But anyway, there will be lots of zombies streamed in the near future. So if you do like the content, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitch because that is where I will be streaming mainly. Leave a like and a comment on what you think about these updates, and I will see you later.